Hey everybody, welcome to Saving Greens Homestead. My name is Keisha, and if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I welcome you. It is triple digits here in the high desert of Southern California, and right now it is afternoon, mid-afternoon, and I brought you out here so I can show you in this extreme heat how everything is holding up during the heat. Now, if you watched my previous video a couple of days ago, I was telling you guys that it's my birthday and I was going to be gone, and I was gone for the weekend, and I had some casualties because we had our first triple digit heat wave over the weekend, and so I have a lot of casualties in my garden. But I just wanted to show you guys how everything has grown just in a couple of days. Look at this. I showed you this one in the opening of the previous video, but look, that one open, and then the other one on the other side open, and it's just crazy. I did that video on my birthday, which was Friday. Today is Monday. And things just change so much in such a short time, especially with the heat added into the mix. So I am going to do a video soon of me clipping all my tomatoes and pruning them and stuff. But look at this. Look how much growth has happened in just those few days. I was talking about this corn, and now it's just so thick and tall. And look at these, this squash. There's 3 squash plants in that, coming out of that little hole. I have to at least cut it down to two squash plants, but this corn is almost up to my head, especially that one. It's just crazy how fast things take off in the heat. I want to show you on the other side here. Oh, look at that. That is a watermelon coming in. I wanted to show you, I have a cucumber, one of the seeds that I planted in there to replace this one, which was doing okay, and then all of a sudden it died. But that seed grew, and I had planted a whole bunch of beans, reseeded a whole bunch of beans in here. And when I got back yesterday, I looked out here, and let's see, this one right here, and this one down here was looking like that. And the grasshoppers ate it down just that quick. Ate it down. I'm so mad about that, because I was going to show you guys how just with a little bit of heat, how everything just, all the seeds start to sprout and grow. And yeah, so that happened. So I'm not too happy about that. But look over here. These birdhouse gourds are just taking off, and now they've attached themselves to this trellis. So both of them are attached now to the trellis. So it's gonna start covering this trellis. It's gonna happen real quick, because gourds thrive in the hot weather, in that full sun. They love it. And so that's why they make really good trellis covers. If you're trying to shade over something on the trellis, with the trellis you can use gourds, grow gourds on there, and it'll thoroughly cover and fill out your trellis and give you shade. So I got more things coming up over here that I guess the grasshopper came and finished off the rest of those bean plants that had popped up over there that I saw. Oh, I got my first leaves coming out on my cucamelons. That's good. I'm happy for that. I have yet to taste what a cucamelon tastes like. That's the spinach. I have yet to taste it because I don't know, they just never last long enough to actually put on fruit. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, everything is looking pretty good. These pumpkins, look at this. It's starting to run now. I only left 2 plants in each hole. So there's 2 plants there. There's 2 plants here. And they're already starting to run. I wanted to get the weed whacker and cut back some of this grass before they started running. But yeah, it's not going to happen. There's 1 plant in this one. And I think 1 plant in this one. So, but you guys, overall, look at that. Look how pretty that looks. Overall, everything is starting to fill in. Just a little bit of heat and it just takes off. I have some more casualties to show you. So before I left, this tomato plant right here was nice and green and good. And well, he's no more. He's crispified. As my younger sister would call it, fricasseed. He is gone. And I had right here, I had a marigold that popped up. But it got fried in the sun too. So those are no more. That roselle is still fine. This tomato plant is bouncing back. I'm happy for that. It's bouncing back. But now I have a pumpkin that popped out, and it went out a couple of days ago, and now it is. So I'm happy for that. No more bean plants yet. Just those same 2 back here in the back. Just those same 2. But there should be 3 more popping out. Then I had more roselles sprout, so I'm happy for that. And of course that tomato plant is dead there. Even in the shade, it's still too hot for some of these plants. And this nasturtium is just not doing good, even though it's shaded most of the day. But there's a lot of tomatoes on this volunteer plant here. Look at that. I mean, a lot. It's loaded with tomatoes. I'm still not sure what variety it is yet. And this one is loaded too. This one is loaded down as well. Still not sure what variety that one is either. But look at that, he is something else. And his little nasturtium plant that I had planted over here just gave up. It just gave up. So I am gonna have to replant in there so that all of his stuff I'm gonna have to replant so that he'll have stuff that he can graze on over here. I've got some buds popping out on this dahlia. I'm excited for that. I can't wait for that to produce bloom and make a show of its flowers. This okra right here is going to be another casualty. That's the Okinawa pink. Dang it. I'm going to have to plant some more seeds in there and maybe try and start a new one. Because that one is all drying up and dying. So, but middle of the day, triple digits, my plants don't look too bad. And even the ones that are under this black weed fabric. So a lot of people, every time I talk about things that I grow and how I'm growing it under these weed fabric. A lot of people say, oh, well, isn't it hot? Doesn't it burn your plants? You can see here the plants aren't suffering from it. The weed fabric helps shade the soil, and it keeps it moist underneath. So the plants have constant moisture underneath. So they're not doing bad. You know, they're not doing bad at all. They're a little limp because that's their natural reaction, but not like how you would think. Like, they're not burning or anything underneath there. Over here is doing really good still too. And as you can see, everything is taking off as well, especially these eggplant. These eggplant, they're loving this hot weather, I guess, because they're doing really good. They're starting to really perk up, which is great because all the extras that I had died. So I don't have no backups for these. So I was hoping they would pull through and do fine. Okay, so out here in the front now, these potatoes are finishing up and are about ready for me to harvest. Look at that one. So I'm going to be doing a harvest video on these really soon. But I wanted to bring you guys out front here so you can see how this front yard garden is doing. My daisies were doing great, and now the sun is like messed them all up. They are all messed up right now. Man. These are teddy bear sunflowers. Those opened up. I had a whole bunch of sunflowers that are open now. If you look all the way down the way there, you can see the yellow tops. These chard are suffering big time because of the sun. You guys, out here, there's no shade at all. So everything out here suffers a lot more because there's just no shade. It's just brutal. And they don't get any shade all day long. Because there's no trees right here that can shade it. So everything that is planted out here has to be able to withstand the sun. If not, then they get crispified like my little flowers right there around my tree. Those are all crispy because it's just too hot for them. They can't handle it. So I planted these sunflowers here so that they would help with keeping the watermelons shaded. Everything out here is just baked. Look at that poor pumpkin. He's gonna recover and stuff, but he just looks so bad right now. All his little leaves look so bad right now because it's just burning up out here. This one just opened up. And as I go down, you can see some of the sunflowers are droopy. I harvested some squash off of these plants this morning and cooked it up for breakfast. And so I'll post some pictures up so you can see what I made with it. But yeah, everything out here is not doing so great. Look at my strawberries. My strawberries are burning too. Those leaves are getting all nice and brown and burnt because it's just too hot for them. And the melons hasn't grown enough to cover them over yet. So hopefully they will rebound later. Hopefully they'll rebound later. But right now they look horrible. And I showed you this plant before I left, these longevity spinach that I put in here before I left. Now all of them are dead, except for that one that's hanging on right here. So I'm hopeful for him because I want to try it, taste it. I can't even believe that this cactus formed a flower, and the flower bloomed. I was hoping it would be open tonight. I don't know very much about them, but the flower was open yesterday. I don't know if they just opened for so long and that's it, but I was amazed to find that it bloomed. This cactus is not even in dirt. It's just sitting in this bucket full of other crap, and it has some water in the bottom, and I guess it formed some roots. The resilience of these plants. These plants want to survive, and that's why they grow wherever they can find a place to grow. They'll grow in cracks and cement and stuff. It's just amazing. But it's actually later in the day because it was so hot earlier when I was making this video, and I wanted to see if that bloom was gonna open, and well, it didn't. So anyways, it feels a whole lot better out here, even though it's still warm. You can see there's a breeze, but we had a very nice day. Just really hot. I stayed inside because it's just too hot for me. So I am gonna go ahead and end this video. I just wanted to give you guys an overview, and I'm gonna try and get as much work as I could get done while it's cooler out here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Happy 4th of July. Tomorrow is 4th of July. And as always, you guys, God bless.